I'm glad you asked me this question. Corruption was the first enemy I had when I entered the service. I have seen people, even right constabulary level people, indulging in corruption. As assistant SP in the districts, what I used to do was whenever I heard corruption being indulged into by any one of my subordinates, either a constable, head constable, sub-inspector, inspector, I'll call them to my office, close all the doors and windows, and used to ask them if that information I got was correct. Everyone, without any exception, admitted that what I had heard about their corruption was right. Sorry to say that, of course, it was what had happened 40 years ago. Even if they tried to prosecute me, nothing much could be done. I used to close the doors and windows, and I used to beat them up. Yeah, I used to tell them, look, this is what you have been doing, you stop it. You're paid, you're meant to serve people. And ultimately they'll say, I'm sorry, sir, forgive me. I said, okay, I'll forgive you this time. Never do it again. I'll not punish you, I'll not spoil your career or your service record because of this, provided you'll stop it, you'll never do it again. They'll always promise me that they'll never do it again. And also I'll say, I'm not going to take serious action this time against you. I could have dismissed you, etc., but I'll not do because of your wife, because of your children. Then they'll say, thank you, sir. These people whom I had roughed up never complained against me. Rather, they loved me and they knew that I care for them and I want the department to be okay. So corruption was the first thing I fought when I entered into the service. Well, if corruption, however hard you fought, I found could never be really eliminated completely. You can only reduce it or minimize it. But that too, if all of us at the supervisory level are not of the same kind of attitude or are not equally interested in suppressing corruption in any department, in any activity of life or business of life, it is going to remain always. Therefore, today I consider corruption is the biggest disease we suffer in this country. It's like a big cancer. And I don't know how many of us are willing to say, I will continue to fight against corruption, I'll oppose corruption and corrupt people, and I'll take every possible action against corrupt people or corrupt officials or whatever. At the same time, it is not correct to blame 100% the officials or politicians who indulge in corruption. We have to also address the public on this issue. If every member of the public says that I will not indulge in corruption, anybody whom I found to be corrupt, I'll report about him to concerned authorities, etc. So unless there is mass movement to fight against corruption in this country, I don't think it's possible. Even in this election, I know people have been telling me that corruption is going on everywhere. People are throwing money like water. Candidates are indulging in all these practices, visibly, even invisibly, or outwardly or covertly. But there is no mechanism to stop it or to confront with these corrupt people. In my constituency, this central constituency, my opponents, for example, are stinkingly rich. And they spray money in the slum areas and wherever they thought they could fool the people.